Aubrey, if you could answer this, and then I'll be it too. So last year you came off right at Tennessee and Villanova beat you here. How much was that on the team's mind during this game, and how much did that influence you guys being able to pull this out?
I mean, I didn't play last year, so like I think definitely like being able to play this year and contributing and trying to help my team any way I can to help us win. It's been good.
Yeah, I think that we're all glad that we could bring out the win, especially what happened last year, but also coming off a great game down playing away in Tennessee, and then coming back home and bringing back the dub.
Maggie and Vicky.
Were you watching last year's game on TV still at home, and how was it like just knowing you couldn't jump in and help, and was it hard for you and just to people to play in this game today?
It wasn't hard for me to play in this game today, but definitely watching back on last year, it just goes to show like how far I've come, and not being able to play last year to playing this year, and just making an impact any way I can to help my team.
Aubrey, late in the game you had 3 fouls and then 4 fouls, but you were the one getting the ball every time. So how did you just have to play and not think about that? Like you were probably tired and you had 4 fouls, but just keep going. Like what was your mindset?
Yeah, it was just keep playing. Like I didn't want to get tentative and stop like trying. I didn't think too much about it. I just went out there and played. Regardless of my fouls, I'm still going to play just as hard, but just be smart about it.
For Dorka and Aaliyah, you both played 40 minutes. You both were part of what's a really difficult defensive responsibility. And you both made key plays down the stretch. How did you have enough in your tank down the stretch, and how was this as rewarding as it was exhausting, this whole experience?
Definitely. I mean, I think that last quarter was kind of like that adrenaline that was taking us over. Obviously, that third quarter, we were not able to score for like 7 minutes. So, I think just obviously being tired, playing a lot of games, but we don't really take it as an excuse. So we really needed that fourth quarter, and we really had to dig deep inside of us, all of us on the court. Everybody just, put in a little bit extra energy, and that's what we did. And, everybody stepped up in that fourth quarter, and that was a hard fought win. And, it's definitely rewarding. It was a huge win for us just based on how we played, and they're a really great team. And after, last year what happened, we just wanted to defend home court, and we knew they're gonna come in and try to take it again. So I'm really proud of the team. I'm really proud of every single person. We played a lot of minutes, but everybody chipped in that last quarter, and that's gonna take us forward.
Carl and Lila.
So the coach talks about how much you trust your guys. It's tie game, you come down, you get a 3 from the top of the key, you miss it. Next possession, you have basically kind of the same shot, and you make it. What does that, Coach, when maybe, I don't know what he did, he's pretty confident in it, that he has that confidence in you. What does that mean to you as a player?
It means a lot. I think he always says, obviously, he has his full trust in us, and he's our biggest supporter, biggest fan, but, he also says that it has to come from inside of us. And, after obviously missing that 3, I knew the next one is going in. And it's just, he kind of has that mentality that is just, he's spreading on every single one of us, and he always trusts us. I mean, if he wouldn't trust us, he wouldn't just left us there, 40 minutes, and he would have subbed somebody in, but he let us play, and even in that third quarter, not calling a timeout and trying to put a set play in, but let us, work through it, and I think that shows us that he really, thinks that we can do it, and that just gives us confidence. I think every single one of us, and even whenever Aubrey was scoring the first time, every time he said, hey, same play, put the ball into her because she's gonna score, and that's what we did. And she feels that confidence, I believe, and everybody feels that confidence. So having a coach like that is just very positive, and I think that just shows that he trusts us, we trust him, and I think that's gonna be really, really important for us.
If I if I can follow Aaliyah. You're down 6 in the fourth quarter, and you guys look like, not a lot of energy and not a lot going on, and it looks like Villanova might be able to put away. Aubrey comes up with a couple of big plays and gets you going. To have someone, and it seems like all year, there's always been someone. Does that go back to the confidence the coach shows in you?
For sure, I think Coach trusts all of us as players, and I think that as teammates we trust each other, and that's really went down to the wire for the fourth quarter. Going into kind of like the fatigue, we just had to go with our reserves and find that extra oomph and energy, and it came from us. And I think that everyone contributed in their own way, whether that was offensively or defensively, and we were able to pull out the win.
Maggie.
For you, for Aaliyah, for Dorka, Aubrey having the big plays she has today coming up for you guys, and a lot of big moments. Just how big was that for you guys, and how rewarding has it been to see her have the season she's having after having sit out last year?
As you mentioned before, going from last year to this year, not being able to play and then playing and showing out and balling out today, I think that she helped us a lot to our win and contribute a lot. And we need that from her, and she's been putting it out throughout the season and going into crucial part of our season, second half. We're going to need that from her every day, but I think that starts from each one of us doing something offensively or defensively, and today Aubrey was just on fire. So.
Following up on that, Aaliyah, the last time you played with Aubrey was 2 years ago. How have you seen a different change in her? Dino said that her confidence has skyrocketed. Have you seen that too?
Yeah, for sure. I think you saw it all today, scoring in different ways. And even when we couldn't get the ball into her, somebody else made something happen. And I think that Aubrey's doing well. It starts in practice, and then she's able to transfer that into the games.
Aaliyah, can you kind of talk about your relationship with Dorka, how you guys strengthen each other, and then how you've grown both separately and together since this game last year at Excel?
I think we've grown a lot. It's really just me and Dorka now. Before it was like me, Dorka, and Liv, and we were kind of building that connection. But learning from Dorka, and she's a super senior now. Going into her last year, I've learned a lot from her. I think that our connection just continues to build with the high-low, and I think we're just continuing to be unstoppable each game and just working on, being a threat both inside and outside. But playing with her has just been great, and I'm glad that she's actually on the court and no injuries, knock on wood, and she's showing up as well.
What's it like going to the free throw in such a situation with games on the line in the final few seconds?
Hey man, I know I could knock in the free throws. I missed one, but I knew I could knock in the rest of them. But yeah, it's like a practice. I didn't really think too much of it. You're also in home court, so the fans are cheering for you and not like screaming while you're trying to shoot. So that helped. But yeah, I knew I could knock them
For can you talk about what you wanted to do defensively the last 10 seconds when they had the ball down 3, and what did you do really well to force 2 bad shots there?
Yeah, definitely the first one was not giving an open 3 and not fouling them on the 3, giving them easy shots. We were even settling for a contested layup more than obviously rather than having a open 3 or a foul on the 3. So we were just really trying to be super aggressive on every single one of them, just try to face guard them, and whenever they're getting the ball, just make sure that we put a hand up and not fouling. I think we did a great job, switching those screens and making them uncomfortable, and that was a crucial play, and I'm very happy. I think we matured in it a lot throughout this season to pull it out, and even though obviously they made a big three earlier, we didn't really switch hard, but I don't think we were really even thinking about that they're gonna make it. I think we were super logged in, and we knew we were gonna get a stop, and everybody did the part. So I think that was a great defensive play of us, and we really needed that, especially after having a game where we struggled sometimes with the switches. So I think that just showed everybody our maturity, and I was very happy for us, and I was proud of them as well.